are y'all doing? Thought I'd go live this morning, fill out my bike so I can get to work, and I'm running late as usual. I didn't clean my bike like spotless. I did wipe it down. Is what it is. Me and my crack screen. Motobomb, Virginia, how are you doing? This is always the weird part. The pump feels weird. Turn the volume down. It's light there already. Okay, there we go. Do I want a receipt? Yeah, sure. Please don't make me go in for it. Thank you. These work a lot better than they used to. Still remember all the signs on the pump that said unleaded. Because that was a thing. Now it just says regular. Well, actually it does say unleaded now. I just noticed that. But I remember the option. See, it says unleaded. A whole new generation that probably doesn't know what that means. One of the mornings, nothing seems to fit right. So how you doing? I see chat filter, all messages. There we go. Oh, it's not light here yet. It will be about the time I'm getting to work. And for anybody watching this later who decides to hop in, this first little section of the ride, it's probably going to cut out a little bit. And as soon as I get on a bigger road, I'll have signal till right before the end, usually. And then I'll cut out a little, and then I'll get it back. So, we're going to see how that goes. It's like nothing wants to fit right this morning. There we go. Sort of like nothing bothers you on your face until you get rolling down the road. It's like you feel like you have a hair in your face or something. See what's that say? Ride safe and have a great day. Awesome. I plan on it. I got 2 loads to do today. Alright, what am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting something. I hung the pump up. I'm always going back through that. I forget something. Did I do that? It's like this OCD thing. I have stuff in my pockets that feels weird. You will notice everything that's going to feel weird at the worst time. I've got a gate clicker in my pocket. I got my keys in my pocket. All that good stuff. And my mic did move the other day. It was like hanging out the bottom. That's why the whatchamacallit got where you couldn't hear it. And I'm off to work. This is what it looks like at the bright lights. Big difference on my end, probably not much on yours. It'd be awesome if they came out with an affordable, like, night vision kind of thing for the GoPro. And it's just a breaking up. There we go, we got signal for a minute. Imagine if it had better nighttime capabilities. That would be awesome. Especially for someone like me. They do have really good cameras, so do that. There's a guy who I'm subscribed to, I can't remember the name of the channel off the top of my head. He leaves comments sometimes, but he's got a video where he's got like a $10,000 setup. And he has amazing night vision. Or not night vision, but night recording capabilities, if that makes sense. It's not like night vision, it's just, you know, just a regular camera and what it's able to pick up at night. And it's amazing, but that's what he does for a living, you know. So him dropping $10,000 into that is, I think it's like Viking Creative Studio, something like that. It's early morning. If I messed up your name, I'm so sorry. You have an awesome channel. But, yeah, he does stuff like that for a living. So he's gonna have way better equipment than I do. I just have a GoPro. Just a little GoPro. GoPro 11, Hero Black. Hero 11 Black, whatever. That's all I have. Probably gonna cut out again up here too, around the school. Or around these curves in the school. Once I get out on the big road, it should clear up. Should. I figured out what happened the other day. I slipped and I regained traction, and it felt like it was going to throw me. But it was gravel that I slipped in. But what scared me and kind of really threw me off was my pants leg got caught on something. And go over the lane. There we go. My pants leg got caught on something. And what my pants leg got caught on was my peg. I don't have a hair in my face. I moved them all out of the way. But anyways, my pants leg getting caught on the peg scared me worse than slipping in the gravel. Even though it's like it slipped, it regained, and it just felt like it was going to try to throw me. But something gets caught, and that is very scary. You know? Because like you want to put your feet down, and your foot doesn't go down, it's hung on something, and it's like, oh shit. I don't wear laces. I might. I can tie them. Or they're not going to get caught. They go back inside. If you don't know how to do that and you wear boots with laces and you ride a motorcycle, I would learn how to do that. Because that's not something that you want to have caught on anything. Laces are no good. Well, they're fine as long as you deal with them appropriately. Just realize you don't want a lace coming undone and getting caught in your belt or your chain, because that is not going to be a good day for you. That is going to be a very sucky day for you. Like, for real, it's going to be a very bad day. You don't want anything getting caught in a tire or a belt or any of that. Got one guy whose channel I hadn't watched very long, but he's recently had a motorcycle accident. He's a moto giant. He was doing like some moto camping, that sort of stuff, and I'm kind of interested in that. And what happened, he showed a better video, like his last video, was his luggage kind of came loose. One of the bags came loose, made everything else loose. And then he had a bag that got caught in his rear tire, and that wrecked him. And you don't want anything getting caught back there, so please do secure your luggage if you're traveling or any of that. And he lost a toe and a foot. They ended up going up his leg, and, you know, so that for the prosthesis. Prosthesis is, it's awesome that we have those. It's just not good to get one, you know. And at least we do have that option. It's better than a peg leg. Kind of hard to ride with a peg leg. Well, you might be able to figure out how to do it. Where there is a will, there is a way. But he's getting ready to get fitted for a fake leg, and he's got that little reducer thing on it. Yeah, and watching his video, I'm like, I should wear more gear. I have some gear. I don't have a lot. I need a better jacket. I have a big, thick, heavy leather jacket the liner does not come out of. And I do have chaps that I have not been wearing. And I probably need to at least start wearing those chaps. And I have a vest that I can't wear. I gotta take some stuff off of it because sorry, I've only had one cup of coffee this morning. My chapter closed. They're no longer there. So I gotta I can leave because I'm still a national member and all that. I can leave the logo on the back as far as I know. Clubs have weird rules and shit that it's like not everybody knows all the rules. And I would be one of those not everybody's. Also, just in my camera, it seems to be helping with the fog a little bit for the wind flow. But I can have the national thing on the back, just a big symbol. LOH, hog, that thing. And all the chapters are too far away from me now. Some of them are assholes and some of them are cool, and I kind of like that little group of people I was riding with. You know, the ladies were awesome, and we kind of made our own little riding group, and I haven't had a chance to go riding with them yet just because of work and being broke and everything. Next time I do, though, there will be a recording. The last time I went riding with anyone was our polar bear run. That was, I think, January, for like the first ride in January. But I have that vest, but in reality, that vest isn't any protection going down the road like this. Because that thing will be wrapped around your neck. You need a jacket or something for that to go over. I need like a good mesh kind of jacket. Either a good leather jacket with some holes in it that I can get some wind through, or why is my nose running? Problems with the helmet. The weather's all weird. We got a hurricane out in the Gulf. But I need like a good leather jacket kind of thing. Or a good mesh jacket. Let me take care of this. It's like my nose keeps itching. I don't know if y'all have any problems like that. Good leather jacket I can get some vents through, or probably more realistically a good mesh jacket. I got chaps though. One of the mesh ones with padding wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, that would not be a bad idea. But then, how much stock do you really put in people's review videos? That's another question, because there's the weight of, are these people being paid for the review? Which may be good, it may be bad. There's some people who'll give an honest opinion, some who won't. And have they been paid recently? Is their competitor paying them more? You know, it's kind of like why I like reviews on some smaller channels a lot better. You know, so if you're a small channel and you're doing reviews, I like that. I hope you get bigger, but I like the reviews on the smaller channels. Because you have stuff, you know, is this padding doing any good? Like, what was it, Fortnite did, and Fortnite, whatever, the Canadian dude, you know who I'm talking about. And then somebody else comes out and says, well, he was wrong. And it's like, well, at a certain point, we're not on a track, you know? Anything's better than nothing. And on a track, they have those tracks set up to where they know where they're gonna slide out. They know the areas, you know, things are most likely to happen. You'll see those guys in a full body suit and they'll go sliding. And they'll stand up and start walking. I obviously can't do that here. Trees, telephone poles, ditches. There's all kinds of obstacles you're gonna hit. But in all honesty, the padding isn't gonna do you any good anyways. You know, there's certain just reality of, if you're ragdolling because you just bounced off a tree, well, there are some injuries you're going to get from that. I went ragdolling because I bounced off a tree. If you hit one of them poles or columns sideways, they can still cut you in half, like them guardrail posts. It's all kinds of things that the gear is not going to protect you from. You know. But let's say this turn that I'm fixing to make up here. Let's say I hit gravel. God forbid that happen. That happened the other day in a different spot. But let's say I hit gravel right here. It would protect me here. And you're thinking, you're not going that fast, you're not going to get hurt. Well, I know 2 people who have died in basically a no-speed accident. You can still get hurt. You know, both of them hit their head, by the way. They both dropped their bikes at an intersection. One guy I didn't really know. He just lives in my neighborhood. I might do a story on him someday. But we have a white cross in our neighborhood where he dropped his bike and he hit his head on the curb. The other, eerily, happened to a cousin of mine. And he was test riding a bike from Harley. This is way back when. And he didn't have a helmet on. And he hit his head on the curb. I don't think he was actually at the intersection yet, though. He still had some moving that he was doing. Not fast. You know, like he was coming up to the intersection was probably 100 feet in front of him. And he lost it and he hit his head. No helmet, and he died. So probably one of the most important ones. You know, I'm not saying you have to wear one. I believe in freedom. You have the freedom to take the risk. Now just be aware that's a risk. You don't want to wear one? Fine. Awesome. I wear one. You know, it's kind of like seatbelts. I don't think that should be a law. I think you should wear one. I had my life saved by not wearing a seatbelt. Because if I wasn't ejected from that vehicle, I would be dead. But I still wear a seatbelt. You know, just one of them things. Largely because it's a stupid reason to get a ticket. But I don't think there should be a law for that in the first place. Same with helmets. But you know, the speeds I'm going right now, I'm not going real fast, 40 miles an hour. If I hit something and I had chaps on, could I break my leg? Yeah, I can break my leg. I can do all kinds of things. Right now, would I get a lot of road rash? Oh, probably. I would almost guarantee it. And a lot of times that's all I'm doing because I'm on back roads. It's like 40, 50 miles an hour. And there's a lot of gravel. There's animals. I've got one neighbor that hit a deer last year. And they stole his bike. His wife came and got him and took him to a clinic. And they went back to get his bike. And they stole his bike. Okay. What is this guy doing? And I gotta get over. Yes, I do head checks. This is where I hit gravel the other day. Brakes work. The construction trucks turn around here. Oh, I can see gravel all over this intersection. Good Lord. No wonder. It's still got gravel all over it. Lovely. But I do need to get a better jacket. Something I can wear in the summer down here. Because this is like Satan's asshole down here on the Gulf Coast. Any of you living down here know exactly what I mean. Honestly, if you're in South Carolina, you approach our levels of heat. You're not quite as hot. Every once in a while you get there. You're not as hot for as long, but you're still hot as hell. You're just not up in the hundreds as long as we are. So, if you're Gulf Coast, you're in Florida, you're in Alabama, Mississippi, any of that stuff, you know what I mean. It is hot as hell. You know, it's like you risk, you literally risk heat stroke wearing gear. It sounds weird, but when it's like 90-something% humidity and it's 105 in August, you know, through here, I'm probably going to have some signal breakup. I don't know if it's this road or right after I make the next turn. But, yeah, oh, they do 40. How fast am I? That's not 40. But, yeah, it gets hot as hell. You know, you get stuck in traffic or anything on a hot bike, and even though you'll see me sometimes, you know, going around on the shoulder, and very rarely do I actually lane split, they made that illegal here because we have a state representative that I guess likes dead bikers, you know. I had some darker comments about him that I don't know if I should say online. But I mean, they should at least make it where at an intersection, I can't see shit. At an intersection, you could filter up to the front. I'm still getting to the side. I'm still pissing those assholes off. You know, that, why is that bike in my mirror? And at night you'll piss them off more because your headlight is shining in their mirror. But you can be mad. Just hopefully you don't get out with a gun, because I have a gun too, and that's not going to go well for one of us. Yeah, we have 2 to 3 road rage shootings every week down here. That's another thing. It's like literally the wild, wild west. They will fucking shoot you. You know, so where was I going with that? I have no idea. There's a car. Oh yeah, you can't lane filter. They specifically made it illegal because they're a bunch of dumbasses. But I do need more gear, and I need something affordable because obviously I don't have much money, and the reality is there's other things I'm going to get before I get that, just because, you know, there's just stuff I have to pay for that I've been trying to pay for a while. I'm probably going to fix the AC in my pickup and do an oil change in my pickup and on my other bike before I get a jacket. So by the time it comes time for me to have another to get a jacket, I'll probably be able to wear my big heavy jacket again. So maybe, actually, if I got it in the winter time, you know, the mesh one, I wonder if the price would be a little cheaper, a little better. Maybe something they're not going to carry anymore, that I can fit some padding into. I don't know. I'd kind of like to have it before I go. Like, I hopefully will go to Forgotten Angels this year. I'm gonna see how that goes. And once again, that's a money thing. I do have vacation time, but the amount of money I make on hourly for 40 hours a week, which 40 hours a week is a vacation in itself, does not compare to what I make hauling freight. It's less than half of my income. I'm generally paid on percentages. So it's better than nothing. But we're going to see where that goes. So I get to the yard, I got to swap trailers, different products. My boss sent me my last contained, and I had to print it out at home. It's like I ought to charge him for the paper. But there's no one to do it on a holiday at the office on the weekend, so I get the point. I do, but, you know, still. I need to look at my paycheck closely again. There used to be a payment in there for the use of my phone. I don't know. I usually don't look at the breakdown. I'll look at the settlement, but the breakdown's a separate thing. I got to go to a separate site. And it's like, okay, the numbers look good to me. We're good. Unless I have a problem. Then I go to the other site and I look at the breakdown of everything. But I gotta be in Port Arthur at 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't have really enough time to get there. I need to get some fuel, and I need to swap trailers, and I need to do all kinds of stuff. It's like, it's not enough time to do it, but it's got to be done. So as usual, I'll be doing like 75 in the left lane, hauling ass with a tanker. Know what I mean? You see a big Peterbilt behind you, pulling a tanker. And you're in the left lane. And you're trying to do 65 miles an hour in the left lane. Please, please. Get out of my way. And don't ride the middle lane doing 65 miles an hour. You're a bigger asshole than the dude in the left lane. If there's 3 lanes, we're not allowed in the left lane. They write us a ticket for being in the left lane. And you want to ride 65 miles an hour in the middle lane. And nobody can get around you and you're backing traffic up. You're going to ride that slow. You got to drive that slow. Get over in the right lane where you belong. But anyways, I will catch y'all later. Thank you for watching me this morning. I don't know how well the signal did. I will check again later. I saw Motobomb was out there. I don't know who else was out there. But if you are, you're awesome. Thank you. Thank you for watching my morning chat. Oh, the bugs. I don't know if the camera's not going to pick that up, but it's like all these tiny bugs, and I can see them. They look like little stars going by, like, whoo, that warp drive. All the tiny grass bugs. But I will catch you later. Thank you so much for watching. You're all awesome. So, adios. Nashla. Ciao. Bye. I can't see a damn thing. Okay, I can see again. Bye.